Welcome to the first day, the first video on learning about stocks. So I'm going to teach you, the first thing is, what is stocks? Maybe you don't even know what stocks mean or what it is. So that's what I'm going to teach you. Now there's much to learn about stocks, but I will break it down into individual parts, other videos, so you don't get overstimulated by the information, because trust me, there is a lot of information. But let's start with the basics, the first thing you have to know, stocks. So what exactly is a stock? A stock is a small piece of a company that you can buy. When you buy a stock, you become part of that. You become part owner of that company. That means buying a share. Remember, share of a company. So you do of a company. So you share in its profits and losses. The value of your share can go up or down depending on how the company and overall market are doing. So right here, I draw the definition. This is my book. The thing I was gonna show you. I wrote my book definition of stock or a share, buying a part ownership. Right. So let's say you bought 1% of Apple. Realistically, you can buy 1% of Apple. That's even 1% is like a lot of money. So, but let's say you got 1%. You buy 1%. It's at, oh, sorry for the blurring. It's at $9. You hold it, and it goes up to $115. Now, realistically, that's not gonna happen. But let's say 10 shares with 115, and it goes up to 115. So you times that by 10 because you got 10 shares. So you times it by the amount of shares you have. So this is just one share. But if you had 10, you would have $1,150. All right, so that's a share. Now you might be like, share stock. I'm still confused. All right, right here, a share is a single unit of an ownership in a company, but it's so use it. So we use it as a unit, buying a part ownership of that company that you just bought. And for example, if you're still confused, this might be more simpler. Imagine buying 1/10 of a cake from the maker of that cake. Now, for just $10. Now you own 1/10 of that cake. 1/10 of that cake belongs to you. You're the owner of that cake. Only 1/10, not the whole thing. You hear that the cake tastes really good. So if it tastes good, the value of that cake goes up from $10, because that's how much you originally bought it for, to 15. So then you decide to sell that cake, maybe the same day, maybe the same week, maybe the same month, the same year. It all depends on you. You decide to sell that cake for $15. 10 minus 15, and you just made a $5 profit. Now imagine that with stocks and with much more units. You times the amount of units, how much the difference when you bought it and then when you sell it. So if I bought two cakes, I would get $10 profit. Okay, now you know what shares are. You might be wondering, well, where do I go? I can't just go on Google or ChatGPT to buy these shares. No, you buy these shares or also stocks. You need to open an account with a brokerage firm. This can be done online or in person, but it's much more easier online, and a lot, like, everyone does it through online. Once you've added money to the account, your own money, you're ready to start investing or trading. There's a difference between investing or trading. Right now, we're gonna get into trading, but later on soon to other videos, I will teach you about investing. Examples of brokerages are Robinhood, Webull, Momo, or E-Trade. E- so the thing about these, some cost for you to use it, and some are free. The one I use is Webull, and it's free, so I stick with Webull. But I'm pretty sure E-Trade is fast, so you have to, when it comes to trading, you have to be fast. And I'm pretty sure E-Trade is faster than Webull, but E-Trade does have commission fees, so it does cost to buy or sell stocks. You may be wondering, why do these companies have stocks? Why does this even exist? Well, to now you may be asking, why do companies have stocks? Why does this even exist? Well, it's really simple. Companies sell stocks mainly to raise money. They use this money to run their businesses, grow, or invest in new projects. So just be happy as there, because you can benefit from it, and so can the company. Now the big question is, what do I do now with this information? What do I do? Well, it's very simple. You can either invest, which I will, like I said, I'll also teach, or day trade, or of course you can do both. And with day trading, and day trading is one of the best way to earn money at home or from anywhere. The benefits are really good, but because it's one of the best ways, it's also one of the hardest. Day trading comes with a lot of risk, but don't let that scare you. That's where the benefits can come in as well. There's things you can do to make it less dangerous as well. Now, the risk versus the reward. We'll start with the risk. Get it over with. With the risk, day trading is one of the riskiest things. It's not a good idea for beginners or those with limited money. And if you say beginner, I'm a beginner. Well, I'll show you how to not be a beginner. It involves fast price changes and can lead to big losses, especially when borrowing money. So with stocks, you have to be really smart, really quick, and patient. The risks are losing a lot of money, super hard. You can get emotional. The fees on some brokerages are high, and physiological stress. And one of the worst, taxes. Now, that's a lot, but there are rewards. Day trading can also be very beneficial as well. If with low funds, you can find funded accounts and gain a lot from a little. You can gain a lot from a little. But can be just as hard or even harder. So be wary of that information. But the benefits, I think I will outweigh the risk if you're good. And well, over time, trust me, you will. But the benefits are potential for quick profits, flexibility and independence, time freeing, ability to profit in any market condition, continuous learning and skill growth, diversification of income streams, and you can become your own boss. No one telling you what to do, you being the boss. So a lot of good reward, and the rewards over the risks, I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, sound better. Now for the taxes, there is a way to get over that, but it's really, really complicated. So I will make a video on that, of course. But for now, I recommend doing research on your own and see how to avoid that, because there is ways to avoid that. But a video will be made on that, but it will have to be a while. Now, to get used to what a stock looks like. Now you know what it is. Let's look at it. This is a stock. We're looking at Coca-Cola. Now stocks have symbols. Symbols are just to shorten it, to find it easier. So if I want to look for the company Apple, its symbol will be AAPL. Boom. Or if you don't know the symbol, you can just search up Apple and Apple Inc. There we go. And now we have the stock. We can see that it's online. It's online. But we're running on the 1 hour chart. It's running the 1 minute chart. So you want to get used to it. I recommend going on TradingView, tradingview.com, and get used to all of this. This is the money, all the tools you can use. TradingView is the number one thing I would recommend to get used to it. Indicators, which I will teach soon, different lines. So these are candles. I will teach about that soon as well. We have many more different stocks. There's about millions of stocks out there. So we have Apple right here, stocks. I have these just highlighted right there, like keep by standby. We have alerts, replay, so you can learn a lot. And let's see, you can even have fun a little. So I recommend just getting used to it, having fun, see what it is. I will teach TradingView in future videos as well. There's a lot of information to know, and I will teach it. Don't worry. But right here are the money, how much one stock costs. So one stock of Apple at the moment, as of now, costs $197.65. Yeah. So go into TradingView, and I recommend get used to this. Let's go back. Let's look into my strategy. Just a small glimpse on what I do, so you can know what you have to do, either the same or something similar. And I will teach my strategy very soon. But let's see what I do. So this is my trading. I schedule. So what you want to do is schedule your trades. This is like goals I had when first starting, but I don't really use this anymore. You can use these, of course. There's really no difference between making $10 and $20. I mean, the ratio just changed. You don't know what any of this means. Ratio, stop loss. I'll teach it. Pullback, I'll teach you very soon. But my strategy is a day trading momentum strategy, a gap and go, and the rules. So I journaled everything over here. And to know if you're good, I put into percentages. I have the stocks to trade rules. I have the entries, when I know to get in. This is what it looks like mainly. So a pullback, so it goes up, pulls a little bit back. Over here actually, goes up, pulls a little bit back, goes up, pulls a little bit back, and goes up. This is a multi-chart. See this? I'll get into all of this. There's a lot of information, so it's gonna have to take a while, but don't worry, I will teach it. Scaling, which you don't know, but it's just basically getting more and more. Chart line colors, exits, warnings, things to remember. There's a lot of things to remember in stocks to avoid false entries, indicators which help a lot. We have our rules, which you must obey by, must listen to your rules and your strategy. You have your indicators, market conditions, everything, and even little entries, little other strategies. See right here? This is just not a small glimpse because there's a lot, but and we have another strategy, which trading stocks and forex are different, and I will get into that as well. There's a lot I'm going to get into, and I promise. Things to remember. And trading rehab. Trading, if you don't know what that means, this is actually very important. Trading rehab is when you're doing bad, and this is how you can go back into rehab so you can come back even better. Let's go back. But yeah, that is what I do, and hopefully one day you can do it too. I hope you learned a lot from this video, and I hope you continue back for more. I will be uploading more, and thanks for watching. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe so you can see more.